Hi everyone. Straight from the beginning, when we got this project assigned, I knew I wanted to do something that involved bowling, so I started to research the sport as a whole, and I learned a lot right away. Bowling became very popular in the early 1900s and was a good activity for people to go out and have fun with their family, and was the first sport ever televised on national television, just because of how simple it was to film and there wasn't too much action going on, so the cameras were able to focus in. Another fact that I learned was bowling became a problem later on because people used it as a way to gamble for money, putting bets on the games, and some would even hustle people. Moving on to what I found really eye-opening was the angles and mathematics that come into play just to throw one single strike. Moving on to the scoring of bowling. Scoring is where a lot of people get lost in the game because of how it is scored, and yeah, it could just get really confusing. The next thing that really blew my mind was the oil machines. Now, oil is put out on lanes to protect them, but it's also used as a way to challenge bowlers. The amount and the volume will determine how much your ball hooks down lane, as well as the ball you use will impact how much your ball hooks, whether your ball is plastic, urethane, or reactive. This now leads me to my question of where did my curiosity come from, and how did I choose that I really wanted to do this? Well, it started by when I saw the man named Jason Almonte here in this clip bowling, and just how he bowled with two hands. It was so different than anybody else, and how he was able to create so much hook and so much power, and just the way his ball went through the pins was just different than everybody else. So let's skip to the middle, and I'll explain to you what did I do and what was my plan to learning how to bowl. So right away I wanted to take lessons. I browsed the web, I looked online, but it was very difficult to find someone that taught two-handed bowling in this area. But I finally found one. I took lessons, but here's a clip of me before I took lessons. So it wasn't too good. But I made a lot of progress. I signed up. There's a lot of a downfall running. There are a lot of challenges. But yeah, I signed up for classes on every Wednesday and Saturday for an hour, and a lot of progress was made. And like I said earlier, it was very difficult for me. I took on something very new, and I challenged myself. So what did I learn about myself? Well, I taught myself how to be a lot mentally more strong as a whole. Well, not even in bowling, but in life as well. Bowling challenges you mentally, let me tell you. It's very difficult, and it will mess with your head. If you don't throw a good shot, if you miss something, it really messes with you, and it's hard to keep pushing, but you just gotta let it go and keep on moving forward. At the beginning, my main goal was to learn enough skill and become a talented enough bowler to take my bowling ability and go bowl in a tournament. I was actually able and grateful enoughly I was able to go bowl in a tournament, and my first one, I'll be honest with you, wasn't very good. I was bowling against guys that had been bowling their whole life, and I got beat up. I did not do good, but I reflected on myself after that. I went home, I was like, how could I get better? What did I do wrong? And bowling, it knocked me down, and I had to reflect on myself, and I knew what I did. I beat myself up on the littlest things. I got in my head too much over not throwing the one good shot and just letting it snowball, and that really did hurt me in the long run. At this project as a whole, like in the end, I think it was very successful. I learned a lot about bowling, but not only that, I learned a lot about myself, and that was most important to me. I'm able to deal with a lot more uncomfortable situations now, and not panic, and just not beat myself up over the littlest things. And I've learned to let things go faster, and I'm very happy with where I'm at right now, and this project truly has taught me a lot. It's taught me a lot about myself and I am just truly thankful for that. And yeah, thanks for watching.